Thank you for being with us in this exploration of 10 objects in the Schlesinger Library. It's been great fun for us to learn more about these objects, and we hope we've enticed you just a bit into the world of history and history making. In truth, we all make history, even if we do it unintentionally by being passive and not making an effort to change our world, not making an effort to preserve documents. We create a kind of absence as actors and as creators and interpreters of the past. But we can join together and help to create a dynamic and interesting record of our own lives and our own times by preserving things, by dating those old photos, perhaps even by contributing something to a library.
Yeah, I guess if everybody who finishes this course with us takes the kinds of skills that you've used to puzzle out these 10 objects and then looks at your attic or looks at your basement, or in the 21st century, looks at your hard drive or looks at your cache of Instagram postings or Facebook postings and thinks, what will happen to this in the world when I'm gone? I think one of the things that we learn from history is that everybody will eventually be gone. Right. And if we're going to be able to tell the stories of the world that you created, we'll need some action from you and your children and your grandchildren and your neighbors and your lodge members and your cohorts in various connections, your schoolmates, some action to preserve the impacts that you made on the world. So look in your basement, look in your attic, look in your hard drive, and think what should go where. Do your local historical societies need to know about what your grandmother did? Interview her. Do you know the terms of service for the things that you post on social media? What do you own, and what does Mark Zuckerberg own, and what are you going to do about it? How will those materials which proliferate, more photographs in any given day than in the entire history of photography up to the moment of our recording, how will we make sure that enough of those materials survive into the 22nd and 23rd century that people can do this kind of work in what is hopefully a more equal and just future for women in America and all around the globe?
Jane is very persuasive. In fact, she's persuaded me to give some of my own materials to the Schlesinger Library. Like you, I thought, who would care about this stuff? It's an embarrassing thing to admit. I'm a historian. I've spent my life working with other people's documents, and then I became kind of shy and retiring about my own. Do I really want people reading my old letters? Or the diary I kept when I was 15 and obviously terribly silly? Well, I'm persuaded. In fact, some of my papers are going into the Schlesinger Library right now.
So one of Laurel's most famous quotes is the phrase that well-behaved women seldom make history. We all make history every day, and I hope that this course will focus you on some of the ways that you are making history and that you want to preserve it. As Dorothy West, whose little blue desk you looked at earlier, said, there is no life that does not contribute to history.